Hey folks, it's your main man E, and I wanted to do this video today showing you how to correct your dog using the prong collar when they break commands that you've given them. In this case, we're going to go over the commands of sit, down, place, and heel. And I'm going to be using my dogs over there as distractions. Now, my own dogs are used to helping me. I do not suggest you just take your dog out around a bunch of dogs and try to make them do these commands and then correct them if they get out of the commands. But in this case, dogs are something that are highly distracting to Clea, so we're going to have these dogs out to ensure that she can perform even around dogs. Let's let these dogs out. Now at this point in Clea's training, we have actually phased out a lot of the food reinforcement with her prong collar, and she's been able to generalize that it's actually just valuable to do commands because she gets to come with, and we're happy, and we say good, and we praise her, and so at this point we're not using so much food. You can see as soon as the dogs come out, she's highly distracted. So I'm going to give a command, Clea sit, apply prong collar, pressure, good. I am going to drop the leash to give her a chance to break out of the command, knowing that I'm not holding the leash. Good. Down. I'm going to put her into the down command now and call one of my dogs over here to give them food. Amaniti. Good. Corona. Good. You can see she's doing incredible. Good. And I will feed her some food because she's doing absolutely incredible. Amaniti. No. So I need her to understand, no. No, I pop the prong collar in the downward direction to get her to go back into the down command. I need her to understand, just because I'm excited doesn't mean come out of the command. If I'm greeting another dog, or what if this is a toddler, I don't need you to get out of the command just because I'm excited or I'm giving attention to another dog. Amaniti. Good girl. After correcting the dog, I'll go back and do the exact same thing over again. I'll repeat the same distraction and I'll ensure that they understand why they got corrected. Amaniti. Good girl, Emma. Oh, Emmy, Amaniti. Good, 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 good. Oh, Amaniti. Yes, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh. One thing I'm not going to do is correct the dog and then immediately afterwards give them food and say good job. That's going to confuse them. They may be a little bit disheveled or a little bit perturbed after a correction, and that's okay. I'm going to let them just simmer and feel that out and understand, yeah, you did get a little correction there, because we are pretty clear that once we give a command, you need to stay in that command until we release you. And that's a safety thing that we're going to keep intact for the remainder of your lifetime. Break. Good girl. So perhaps once I release her from that command, I will say good job and give her some food. She did really good. Okay? We're going to do the same thing now with her heel command. Heel. So we're going to put her in the heel command. Corona. We'll call Corona over here, and we'll have Amaniti over here. Okay, so look at how she's distracted. No, pop the leash, heel. Good. Good. Now I am going to tell her good job, but I am not going to give her food. No, pop the leash, heel. Good. No, pop the leash, heel. Good girl. Good. Break. Clea. Down. Good. That's another way I'm going to test the dog and potentially correct them if they do not perform properly. I'm going to give the command when I'm not holding the leash and see if they perform the command around the distraction with me just saying it. okay? And notice it's important to note there's no food in my hand either. Okay, then I'm gonna walk away. Emaniti. Good girl, Emaniti. Corona. Good boy, Corona. Good girl, Emma. And in this particular case, I'm not giving her food on purpose to make this challenging for her, to make this hard for her. Come on, Emaniti. Now, in this particular case, I said the word come on. And I think that it's understandable. She thought I was talking to her, and she got up. So I would not give her a correction for that. That's her just trying really hard. So I say the word and I just apply a little bit of pressure. Good girl. Break. So I put her out of her command now. Let's go. And now we're just on a loose leash walk. Notice I just keep walking back and forth, walking back and forth. This is so important when it comes to mastering the leash, is that our dog is truly walking with us, and as soon as we change directions, they're going to change directions. Let's go. Now in this particular case, I'm gonna put this food in this bowl with another dog trying to get it. Let's go. No. And we're gonna walk her right by that dog eating that food out of that bowl. No. Let's go. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna pull my arm like this. No. Pop the leash. Let's go. It's really important, folks, that you really practice this in a low distraction environment and you master this dynamic of popping the leash, okay? It's much like you're whipping a towel or cracking a whip. It's a very quick out and back motion, and it's not a pull and then release a second later. It's a very quick pop and then release. Clea, down. No. And in this case, even with my foot, it would just be a quick little pop. The quickness of the prong collar is going to deliver a lot more information than tugging on it. Even if we may be tugging harder, the quick jerk of the prong collar is going to really get our dog's attention and clearly communicate to them in that particular instant. Hey, you need to change what you're doing, change your ways, don't do that, okay? So you can see Clea's done really great here, and these little sessions around distractions, we're going to keep them short so our dog has a high level of success. We don't want to put our dog in over their head and they're struggling and we're giving them a ton of corrections and they're not taking food. That's too much. This is about the level of corrections we are going to want to positive reinforcement when it comes to getting our dog to the point where they're going to respond to commands on the first time without food, without the prong collar, around even the highest level of distractions, okay? Once we've mastered this, yes, then we can go ahead and not bring food with us, okay? Then we can go ahead and get rid of the leash and have just a little pull tab hanging on the prong collar, okay? But until we've mastered this in distractions that we can kind of control and manage, we're not really ready to take the dog out to some place that's just really, really distracting and expect them to perform at this level. So I hope you really found value out of this video. I want you to thank the demo dogs here, Emaniti, Clea, because honestly, without them, we wouldn't be able to make this amazing video. So remember, we don't blame them, we train them.